Hey everyone, welcome back to my Supercar Life. So the Ferrari's still in for a service, which it's been at the dealers now for coming up to 4 weeks this Wednesday. So we're not quite sure what's happening with the car, where it is. I'm sure we'll hear something soon, but I'm not getting many answers at the moment. So what I've been doing in the meantime is finding new things to buy to increase the quality of the content that we'll be bringing you on the channel. So what have we got? Audio Technica ATR3350 Lavalier microphone, which should be useful to use in conjunction with the GoPro Session Hero 4 that we've got, because the audio quality is just not really brilliant on there, so we can use this to get a bit better audio. What else do we have? We've got a splitter cable so that we can use the lavalier microphone or the Rode VideoMic Pro with an iPhone or with a laptop to record, because you do need the TRRS type connector, so it splits it between a microphone and headphones. So that's something else that we've got. What else do we have here? We've got a sunshade for the Phantom 4, because when you're using the Phantom 4 with the iPad outside, and I wouldn't even say it's sunny at the moment because that would be a lie, but even if it's a bit bright, you can't see a thing on the screen of the iPad, which means that you're trying to fly the drone, but you can't fly it because you can't see what you're doing. So what have we got? A couple of arms that fold out, fold up, little hole there for the cable to go through, and that's a pretty cool sun shield, which should work really well, and hopefully I'll get more drone footage soon, because I've not really been able to use it much, because when I'm out flying and it's bright, I'm struggling to see the screen, so I can't see what it's recording, because I use manual mode on everything, which just really comes down from the photography days. I do prefer to have everything in manual mode and not automatic. So to get the best footage, I do need to get a few extra bits and bobs, which also brings me on to the third box, fourth box, third box, other box, next box, not an Xbox, which is, nice cloth. I don't think we'll use that. The ND16, ND8, and ND4 filters. Forget which brand these are, and they don't say, but I'll put it down in the description below. And I may need an ND2 filter. The reason for these again is the same sort of thing. They are for use with the Phantom 4 or the Phantom 3 Professional and Advanced, I think, because you can screw the end cover off, and these will enable me then to shoot in. Bear with me. Okay, so we're going to use these on the Phantom 4 for setting the shutter speed to double the frame rate to get the best type of video quality we can get. So basically, if we're filming at 25 frames per second, for example, we'll be setting the shutter at 1/50th of a second. If we are shooting at 30th of a second, 30 frames per second, sorry, we'll be shooting at 1/60th of a second, and so on and so on. So 50 frames per second is going to be 100. And these will then enable me to darken down the footage so that it's not overexposed. But like I say, I may need an ND2, not quite sure. I would have liked to have got the PolarPro filters, but they were just a little bit more than I wanted to spend right now, while I'm not sure which exactly I need. But I think the PolarPros come with an ND2 and an ND4. So, and a polarizing filter in their 3-filter pack, which is £65 or so on Amazon. And I get most of my things on Amazon just because I've got Amazon Prime and I love having things next day because I'm an impatient sod and I love having things there and then, and I do not like waiting. So they're the little bits and bobs that we've got for the upcoming videos when the Ferrari finally returns, which I'm just, like I say, waiting on answers for as to exactly where it is and what's been done on it. So that's the joys of owning a supercar. But we'll see what these are all like, give them a quick test out, and hopefully be back with more content soon. Cheers, see you next time. And there we go. There we have the Phantom 4. Just for a couple of different things. On the side here, you've got two USB sockets. They can be used to charge your phone, anything like that. Making sure that we get into all the crevices and getting a good lather. The lather is